Let's look at how to use sets to better organize and plan our testing. Sets are logical grouping of test cases that need to be frequently executed or tested. For example, we can create and maintain a set containing all our cases needed for smoke testing. And we can create and maintain another set containing all our cases needed for regression testing. These sets then can be added to cycles, or they can be used to create new cycles for execution of cases. This way, we can quickly ensure that all the required test cases have been added to our smoke or regression cycles. There are multiple ways to create sets. Let's have a look. Click on the Sets tab on the top navigation to navigate to Sets listing page. We can organize our sets in folders just like cases. Using this burger icon, let's open the folder panel for the sets. Let's create some folders for our sets. A folder for all our smoke sets, another folder for all our regression sets. Let's create our first smoke set. We'll select a smoke folder and then click on Create Set. Let's provide a title, objective. Folder was already selected for us. Let's select a component, release. At this point, we can either click on Create Set to create the set and then add cases later, or we can select cases by clicking on Select Cases. Let's do that. As we can see, our set to do TS1 has been created, and now we can add our cases to this set. Let's add one major case from each functionality scheduled for release 1. After selecting our cases, let's click on Save and Close. We can do a regular left click on the set row to open a panel on the right where we can review the set details. We can also click on the key of the created set to check the created set. We should land on the set details page where we can see all the cases that were added to the set. Here, we can even assign an order to our cases using Manage Cases. For that, let's click on Manage Cases and then select Reorder Cases. Now we can drag and drop our cases in any order that we need them to be executed in. Let's move our case to test the change of status for a to-do item before the case that tests the deletion of the to-do item. Once our changes are complete, we can click on Done to save the changes. Using Manage Cases, we can also add more cases to this set or remove unwanted cases from the set as per our requirements. Also, just like on the cases listing grid, we can left click on a case row to review the case details in a right-hand side panel. Again, just like on the cases listing grid, we can use this column selector to see additional details directly on the grid. We can use the sort using the header, filter, and search options just like on our cases listing grid. We can click on the info icon to view the values of the various set attributes that we specified to create this set. We can click on this More Actions icon and then select Edit to edit the values of the set attributes if we need to. Click on Save and Close once the updates are done. Let's check some other convenient ways to create sets in AIO tests. For that, let's navigate to our cases listing grid. Let's say now we want to create our smoke set for release 2. For that, let's say we want all our smoke cases from release 1 and add some new cases from release 2. Let's see how we can do all that right from the cases listing grid. Let's first add our filters for set and release. Now that our filters for set and release are available, let's click on the bulk edit icon to activate the bulk actions mode. Let's use our set filter to select all our cases from the smoke set for release 1. Let's clear this filter now. Let's use our release filter to filter all our release 2 test cases. Let's choose the case that we need as part of our smoke suit. Let's clear this filter now. Now to create the set, let's select Create Set from Bulk Actions. The same Create Set model that we saw earlier should open. Let's provide the required details here. As we already selected our cases on the cases listing grid, we can quickly click on Create Set to create our set. As we can see, the set was created and 4 cases were successfully added to it. We can also create sets directly from folders. Let's say we want to create a regression test suites from all our cases in Actions folder. For that, we can click on More Actions icon against the desired folder and then click on Create Set from the resulting menu. We should again land on the familiar Create Set model. Here we can provide all the required details. And as all the cases of the folders are automatically selected while using this feature, we can simply click on Create Set to create our set. As we can see, the set was created and 12 cases were added to it. Let's go to the Sets tab to check out our sets that we created. Select all sets to view all the sets. And we can see all our 3 sets that we have just created. Note that just like the cases listing grid, we can use the column selector to see more information directly on the grid. We can also use sort, search, and filter functions just like we do in the cases listing grid.